Welcome to Niche Control. This lesson is about what is a niche and how do we really choose one. There are many different ways to earn money as an internet marketer, so finding a profitable niche that's right for you is an important first step. And whether you're a more experienced marketer or perhaps you're starting out for the first time, there are two main ways to find yourself a profitable niche. The first is to choose a niche that relates purely to your experiences. We can call this path 1. And the second is to choose a niche solely by research, and we'll call this path 2. But before we look further into these paths, let's look at exactly what is and is not a niche. Well, an entire marketplace is certainly not a niche. If we take the golfing industry, it's big, has lots of people spending money within it, but it's simply too large and broad an area for a single marketer to compete within. And the weight loss market is regarded as a large and profitable online market. It's another good example and simply too large and competitive to have any realistic chance of making money within. People all around the world spend billions of dollars each year on vacations, and they're often one of the biggest investments that families and individuals will make outside of buying, say, a new home or a new car. But the entire vacation market is saturated with competitors that hold large portions of this area. And here's another one, the gardening market. Gardeners are generally really passionate about their pastime. They'll spend plenty of money on tools and plants and, well, anything else for that matter that they might need to create their ideal garden. But the lone marketer will find it pretty hard to compete in this vast market, especially if they're relatively new to internet marketing. But niche markets are small, specific and well-defined segments of a market that are really nothing more than small or mini segments within a larger market. They're often specialised with a narrow and targeted focus. Niche markets are made up of two main parts. The target market, this is simply the group of potential customers within a chosen niche. Then the market niche, this is the particular product or service that you might offer to a group of potential customers. So instead of entering into the entire golf market, you might want to target a small but more focused audience that wants to know how to improve their putting skills. This gives you the opportunity to sharpen your attention and meet the exact needs and desires of your audience more effectively. Or rather than compete within a vast market like that of weight loss, you may want to concentrate on people that are mostly interested in finding ways to lose weight in their back and meet this precise need with products and services that offer exact solutions to this particular problem. You see, the advantages to this strategy are endless in comparison, and often they're the distinction between a marketer that makes money and a marketer that doesn't. As we've said, you can leverage the exact needs of a group of people. You can present yourself, your business, or your brand as an authority on a particular subject. And you can easily set yourself apart from your competition by offering unique solutions to a particular problem or desire. Now, there's a rule of nature that we can use to describe why niche markets are so important to internet marketers. As things get smaller, they generally get stronger and stronger compared to their body mass. And the insect beetle is a good example of this. Beetles are tiny creatures, but they have very big muscles for their body mass. In fact, for size, the beetle is one of the heavy-duty creatures on Earth. They're very, very strong. When we apply this law of nature to internet marketing and choosing a profitable niche, we can see that there are small, strong and profitable niches available. We simply need to find them. The ability to make money and have authority in a chosen niche gets bigger and bigger because we target a group of people by focusing on their exact needs, wants, desires and problems. In fact, the smaller and tighter our focus, the bigger and stronger impact our content and products can have. This results in a strong marketer and, well, a profitable marketer. Let's take a look at niches by experience, or path 1. Everybody has a purpose, special knowledge, certain experiences, skills that give them an advantage. They have loves, they have passions. We could say they have a sweet spot. Try asking yourself some of these questions to find out exactly what your sweet spot is. What could I do for the rest of my life? What skills do I have that really don't require much effort on my part? What doesn't seem like work to me? What could I easily and happily read books upon? And how do I have fun and enjoyment? You can also ask family and friends and see what they think your skills and strengths are. Because it's by answering these sorts of questions that you can begin to identify what your strengths really are. There are some important questions to think about here when choosing a profitable niche, and here's a few more. What subject could you own online right now? All this really means is that we all have natural born skills and abilities, but generally people don't know that they can use these skills to build an online business and make money and help people while they do it. What could you brag about? When someone can talk for hours upon end about a subject, it generally means that they have an expertise in an area. It can also mean they love the subject and it doesn't feel much like effort for it to do. What do you excel at? Placing a bet on a favourite area, most people would lay their money where they excel. And what could you make an income from? So this is really where the rubber meets the road. Each person has different experiences, they have different skills to hand, and people all around the world have a thirst for knowledge and understanding, more so now than ever before. But most don't know that their skills and knowledge are in demand and other people want what they have to offer and are willing to pay for it. And finally, what is the subject that you want to own online in the next 12 months and have a real career sharing your advice through your content, products and services? It's just a tiny percentage of people that turn their skills to help other people and make money while they do it. But that tiny percentage know it's not difficult to make money using their skills. It's just a matter of knowing the simple and important steps necessary to get there. Okay, choosing a niche by research, as we've said, this is path 2. Really, the main difference between choosing a niche by experience and choosing a niche by research is that research niches allow you to enter into a niche or a micro niche of your choice, provided that you inquire into certain aspects of that niche. So ideally, you'd be looking for answers to questions such as, is the niche profitable? And does it have an acceptable level of competition for us to position ourselves within? There's other important questions to ask as well. Are there enough people in the niche to make money? An obvious question, but there are different ways to assess this, and the more popular and accurate way is keyword research. There are some excellent free tools to do this, including Google's keyword tool and Market Samurai. You may also want to check out the keyword research lesson in Niche Control. What are the levels of competition? Though it's just been mentioned, researching the level of competition can be a determining factor in your ability to succeed in a niche. Too much competition can lead to difficulty getting noticed. Too little competition may indicate that there's very little money being spent in that niche. This just generally leads to poor results and poor profits. Is there a high passion index? This is an important question. Passion index can often indicate whether people are spending money in an area. The golfing market is a classic high passion index niche. Amateur and semi-professional golfers are well known for spending money, usually because they care a great deal about the sport, because it's important to them, because they enjoy it. They are passionate. Golfers may want to improve their golf swing. This indicates a niche of the golf market that can be profitable for online marketers. In contrast to the golfing market, there are niches that lack a high passion index, and we recommend avoiding niches that focus on preventatives. So it may be a skin product that prevents acne, or an ebook that prevents your lawn from growing too quickly. The rule of thumb is that society generally avoids spending money on things that they don't have to. People invest based on problems, needs, and desires. If the problem, need, or desire hasn't arisen yet, it lacks a passion index and people, as a general rule, won't spend any money. Further questions to consider. Are there keywords with enough people searching? Now, keywords with enough search volume is an important question, but ideally we are looking for buying keywords with enough search volume. So there may be 2,900 people each month that are using the keyword phrase milk acne. This keyword means that individuals want to find out information relating to milk, dairy products and their effects on skin condition and acne. But this keyword, it does not indicate that someone is prepared to spend money to find out that information. Keywords that contain a buying element provide the chance to make sales. Now, let's say that Danny enters the keyword GPS navigation. This is a very general search term, and really we can't determine if Danny is looking to buy a GPS navigation product or just find out more information. But Grace comes along and she enters the keyword TomTom326C. This is more specific. Keywords that include makes, models and serial numbers often means they're nearer to a buying decision. What about affiliate sites and affiliate programs? When there are affiliate networks in a particular niche, it usually means that money is being made and that the niche is profitable. Remember, networks would not exist if there was no money to be made in that area. And forums, they're a little less effective these days, as there are forum platforms in practically every area you can think of, but making a note of the forums in a chosen niche is good marketing, and you can use forums to find out more about the problems, needs and desires of a particular audience. And what about commercial value? Is money being spent in that area? Are there sponsored ads in the search engines when typing in a keyword related to a niche? Again, remember that advertisers will only ever spend money on pushing their brand and their service if they know that people will buy the products and services available. And where are they in the buying cycle? We have briefly touched on this point, but targeting people that are near the end of the buying cycle means higher conversions. The better your conversions, the less traffic you need and the more money you can make. Notice that niches of experience, path 1, and niches of research, path 2, have certain things in common. The most significant being that both require investigation. No matter which route you choose to take, always ask the important questions that we just outlined. Is there enough traffic? Are there acceptable levels of competition? Is the niche commercially feasible? Are individuals passionate about the chosen area? Now let's look at some positives and negatives of choosing a niche by experience, path 1. Positives include it doesn't feel much like work. And this is true. Remember that you will be spending a good portion of your time on your business. It is far easier to succeed with marketing when you care about the subjects you talk about. This also leads to having more fun and it feels less like a grind. Choosing a niche by experience gives you an advantage, so that when you pursue a niche that you have experience within, there's an immediate advantage. With established websites and leaders in almost every niche, it's very important to have a natural advantage over your competition, particularly when you're starting out. Passion and desire provide the biggest leverage point a marketer can possibly have. But in contrast, many marketers enter into niches where they not only have no advantage at all, but in fact they're at a disadvantage because they lack experience in a certain area. To succeed like this, you will most likely already be profitable in other niches and have experience that will carry you through. Here's another positive. You will know your market intimately. If you already know your market well, there is less need for extensive market research. You can meet the needs, problems and desires of your market because you may have had at some point at least experienced similar needs, problems and desires yourself. It's a good opportunity to solve their problems in your own unique way. And if you're passionate about a subject, your marketing goals become much easier to achieve. Passion and desire is easy to spot, especially online. When you feel strongly about a subject, it's reflected in everything you do. Your blogs, your videos, your emails, and anything else for that matter will shine with confidence, authority, expertise. These are traits that your market are looking for so they can trust and spend money. Now let's take a look at possible negatives of focusing on a niche through experience, path 1. Because people can find it difficult to identify their strengths, it's pretty common for people to be unsure exactly what their strengths are. Of course, we all have them, and using some of the steps laid out in this tutorial video will help you to find out what yours are. Importantly, the thing is to not get too hung up about it. Your instincts are usually spot on. Trust them and just go with what your heart tells you. And here's another perceived negative. It may take a little more time to find the right keywords. Identifying your strengths, experience and advantages, your sweet spot, is really the decision that's the hardest. Finding the best keywords that are profitable and not overly competitive is more time consuming than anything else. Once you know how to carry out effective keyword research, the process of eliminating keywords and rooting out the golden ones is actually pretty quick. Okay, the positives and negatives of choosing a niche purely by research. This is path 2. The big positive of choosing a niche by research is the ability to enter into small and often obscure and unthought of niches that target an audience in the most narrow and focused way. It's possible to tackle a person's problem by giving the impression that you're looking over their shoulder and offering a fast-track solution. The primary negative of pursuing a niche by research is that it's only really suited to marketers that are established and experienced with internet marketing. There can be unforeseen pitfalls when entering into a niche you know little or nothing about. Unless you're experienced in dealing with such hazards, we highly recommend that you stay clear of niches by research until you're making at least enough money online that you're comfortable to branch out into new markets. So, in this video, we've looked at the difference between markets and niches, and some of the ways you can approach the different paths available to you. Remember that the path you choose is not set in stone. You can adjust and change according to your progress, and really the flexibility that internet marketing offers is one of the things that makes it such an enjoyable, fun and profitable process. We hope you enjoyed this lesson and look forward to seeing you in the next.